4 resorts, 1 month. Which ones are you going to pick?
All that and more on this episode of My Disney Addiction Podcast.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
What's up, yo?
Welcome back, my fellow Disney addicts. It's been a while.
Dab.
Oh, we're bringing that back? Okay.
We're fleek.
We're on fleek.
Is that how it goes?
Yeah, on fleek. Don't forget that preposition. That's key.
But wait a minute. Weren't you
YOLO.
Weren't you the guy in training class that had no idea what a hot minute was?
Yes. Don't remind
So now
me.
he's the one teaching me how to use cool, young, hip logo.
The tables have turned. Do you know why?
Why?
Because I got TikTok.
You got what?
I got TikTok.
You got a TikTok?
I got a TikTok.
So, Are you TikTok famous?
I have put up a couple of TikToks. You can check me out. It's GT Heel. Nothing too crazy, just some art projects, some things I've been doing when I was bored. But yeah, it's Disney infused.
Disney.
Yeah, but honestly though,
Disney.
you just keep scrolling, you find some funny stuff.
Yeah.
Lightens up your night, or day, whenever you want to.
Yeah, I'm
look
too
at the
old for
TikToks.
I'm too old for TikTok.
Yeah.
Screw that.
I understand. But the dab reminded me, 1 year, this is like probably 3 or 4 years ago, usually when my family goes to Disney, it's 7 people, so we get our own log on Splash Mountain. So one time, out of all of my family members, it was my dad that brought this up. He's like, hey guys, why don't we all dab when we go down? I'm like, Dad, like, who are you? Like, I didn't even know you knew that term. So we were poised for it. And then everybody hit the pose as we were going down. It was perfect. And my dad printed it out. It's now memorialized on our Disney wall.
That sounds pretty hip.
Hip for the time, yeah. Yeah, I guess we're one of those families that's like, okay, a little cringy. But
That Nick Miller, like.
Oh, yeah, the back walk. Shalom.
Yeah.
We had fun doing it. That's all that matters.
All right, y'all. So, thank you for joining us. It has been a hot minute, guys. I just want to right away say thank you so much for being so patient. I know we've been struggling to get episodes out.
A lot of things are happening.
Every other week. I know we had to go back from once a week to every other week. The problem is I am so crammed with my work schedule, kids, a bunch of other stuff, and now I'm at school doing night classes. So I am just booked,
Yep.
like all the time. So it's really hard for me and Greg to get together. We're trying to figure out a way for us to knock out a bunch of episodes at once.
Yeah, just pound down some Red Bulls, some Monsters, go at it.
There we go.
Full 8-hour session.
Let's do it to it. But big freaking news, folks. News that will change the Disney atmosphere. The news that will make the stars that have Hercules in them look like a little tiny pea. A little pea print.
I like I got a little Italian there.
Nothing.
Nada.
It looks like nothing. It essentially makes the glass slipper that Cinderella had make it look like a little keychain.
Whoa, that's a big
Nothing.
claim. That is
Nothing.
a big claim, my friend.
I'm just saying it's nothing. You know that thing that Moana had, the heart of Tafiti? Yeah, that's pretty much the heart of poop compared to what just happened. Heart of poopy dookie. That's what's up.
It's just the poop emoji.
Yeah. So let me reveal the big news. I'm so excited. Greg, my beard is growing.
Oh, look at that. See? It's great. It's shimmering in the light.
No, I'm not gonna.
That's
I'm not gonna mess around no more, guys. No, but seriously, great big news. I'm gonna let my man Greg take it away. What happened, Greg? What's the big news? What's the big dealy yo?
Well, thank you for that hype. It was a long time coming, and
This
it worked.
better live up to it.
It's great. The Disney detective
This guy.
is hitched, or not yet, but I got engaged.
You got a hitch? Wait, did you get a pickup truck and got a...
Well, my
like
Jeep
a hitch?
Wrangler, to be fair, can tow quite a lot of tonnage.
What kind of hitch size do you normally get?
A 2 pound quarter bevel inch.
Did you make that up?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Yes, I did. But yes.
Okay, when you said 2, I'm like, okay, he knows what he's talking about, and then you just kept talking.
Darn it! I should have just stopped after 2.
Yeah, I was like, okay, I get where he's going, and then he talked, and that didn't go well. Yeah, this guy got himself a nice big old ring, put it on his girlfriend finger.
Dropped down to one knee, of course.
Yeah.
The stars were in position.
Allison was and then, I was, saying, hey, I'll pay you money if you say yes. And then Allison was like, how much?
Yeah, so hopefully she'll learn to love me through this endeavor.
Luckily, I only paid her half of the deposit, so...
That's smart.
Yeah, she's actually got to get married.
It's keeping her, yeah, exactly.
And then I'll give her the other $10.
No, it was a great day. It happened this past Sunday. I had a little something planned that fell through, unfortunately. So my head was.
I'm not saying
that
things would be going up.
I like that. Yep. Nothing was deflated. But it turned out to be
Steam was rising.
Oh my goodness.
It was a hot air balloon.
Yep. If you didn't guess already, yeah. It's been on both of our bucket lists for the longest time. We always wanted to do it, and I thought that would be a perfect way to pop the question. The day was great. It was sunny. It was beautiful out, but it was too windy up in the stratosphere or wherever they go, however high they go.
Stratosphere. Holy cow! How high are you guys going?
The troposphere, the mesosphere. I know that there's 4 spheres. I just don't know. Are we in
stratosphere?
The
is like
is that
way up there?
Okay, so you have stratosphere, mesosphere. So are we in the troposphere? Right.
No.
Well, anyway, it was too windy, too gusty up there, so I had to do a plan B, and I found a nice little fountain to pop the question by. So it was perfect. It was perfect.
Yeah. So if you lucky ladies want to get that Greg, that Disney detective, ain't happening no more. All done. Taken off the shelf.
That's right.
That's done. So, but I did realize.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah. Go for it.
This makes the me killing Allison thing not harder, but a lot more like, I'm killing his fiance, not girlfriend. Girlfriend, yeah, girlfriend.
You gotta have some morals, right?
Because if I could say I killed his girlfriend, it's like she's crazy, and everybody would be like, oh yeah, I get that, crazy girlfriend.
Fiance.
But then it's like engaged. It's like, oh, don't kill the fiance. But like as soon as she gets married, it's like, don't kill the wife. It's like, yeah, I can't do that.
I know. It's like she and I have one more thing to live for, so watch out. She'll be able to put up a fight.
I have ways to make this happen.
I'm impressed and also scared at the same time.
Let's just say death. Okay, now that we're back at it, but congratulations, Greg. That is awesome.
Thank you.
Okay, so for all the ladies that are watching or listening, what kind of diamond did you get?
I got a pear-shaped diamond.
Pear-shaped?
Pear-shaped.
Okay.
Yes.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah, it's a nice big one in the center. Nothing too crazy, but the band is speckled with other diamonds.
Yep.
Oh, let me see. Or let me tell you, once I put it on her finger, it never sparkled so much. Like, of course, I'd look at it every so often, like in the box, like, oh my gosh, like it's gonna happen. But like when it's actually on her, it blew me away. It fits her ring size and her finger perfectly.
Yeah, I saw the pictures, and Greg sent me a picture right after he proposed, and I was like, what? But it wasn't really so what about the engagement thing. It was like, what? Allison's nails could kill you.
Yeah, those
things were sharp. I'm like, dude, that's like freaking like Catwoman. I'm like, choo, dang, right in the jugular.
I know that. I was so careful on sliding it on because I didn't want to catch it on my finger. I would have bled out.
Yeah, I know. You don't want to get blood on that ring.
No, exactly.
No,
Exactly.
That's not good. All right, you guys. So we are back at it today. We are going to be talking about a little scenario that if you were to run into for your life, or in our hypothetical situation, what if you were at Disney for 1 month, one singular month? We decided on a month that has 4 weeks, not 5, 4, to make this a little bit more difficult. And you got to stay at any one of the resorts once every week. So, not once a day, but like one resort one week, one resort another week, etc., etc. So, me and Greg are gonna try to figure out what do we think would be the 4 resorts we would choose in our month's stay. So, Greg, since I thought of the idea,
Yes, and it's a great idea, might I add.
what can I say? I do think.
Except you're welcome. I thought you were gonna say that. I was ready to just like say it in tandem.
What?
What can I say except you're welcome? You were gonna say that like you set it up so perfectly, and I'm like, here we go, and then you're like,
Why didn't you just do it then?
I did, but you kept saying
Yeah, I
something.
guess.
So anyway,
kind of a fail.
Yeah.
We're not really good at like scripting.
Yeah.
And by we're not really good, I mean we just literally like, what should we talk about?
it's off the cuff, literally seconds before we press the record.
Not always. Sometimes we message at work and text each other like, what do we want to do? What do we
But
want
then
to
we're always like, tough question, tough. Yeah, and then like we postpone it until we set up like the lights and
Yeah.
everything.
That's
That's when it becomes like hardcore.
Yeah, we should probably like actually think these things out.
Hey, it makes for the fun of it.
I think people are just like, wow, you threw a thumb. Okay. So
Okay,
Greg,
so me.
what is your first? Now remember, this is the first week.
Right.
So do you want to start off on a bang, or do you want to end on a bang?
See, I mean, this is how my brain is formulating it, okay? I want to start off slow, not as crazy, just to ease into the vacation
Slow.
and enjoy. Yeah.
Slow.
Yeah, meaning laid back.
Ooh, can I take a guess?
Yes.
Let me take a guess.
Yes.
Beach club.
You got it. So beach club, preferably the villas. Oh, there he is. He's bringing back the dab again.
I'm fierce. Wait, what did kids used to do?
I honestly don't know where you're going with this.
Like kids, like when my brother was in my brother-in-law was in high school.
Okay.
He would come up to me like, fierce, bro. I don't know which way. I don't know how he did it.
Yeah, I have no idea. I'm just gonna let you do it.
Yeah, what's up?
But anyway, yeah, beach club, more preferably.
Skill.
Where did Chris go? Oh, there he is. Okay.
Batman.
It's like Doofenshmirtz with Perry the Platypus. It's like, what is this? Platypus! Perry the Platypus! And he puts on the fedora.
It's really interesting when you look at like all these comic books and movies, and it's just like Clark Kent. Oh my gosh, Superman!
Superman?
Oh my gosh. Oh, it's Clark Kent.
You
What happened to
bumbling
Superman?
idiot.
Where did Superman go?
Yeah, right? It's too funny.
Okay, sorry. Go ahead.
Beach club. I think start off nice and slow, laid back.
So that's where you're like, I want to be at home at Disney. I want to be back at home.
Yeah, well, see, I want to start off my vacation the right way.
Vacation?
Vacation, that's right. The right way. And beach club, it has been my family's DVC home resort ever since I can remember. So it is like home for me, and I want to be able to just go right back into that, enjoy the beginning when I'm nice and fresh, still doe-eyed and like, let's do everything. Of course, I'll still do that with the power of Disney energy throughout the month, but it's always good to start off with something very, very familiar. I mean, you have access to 2 parks in walking distance.
Yep.
You got the Skyliner, which is actually a rad ride in itself.
I've never been on the Skyliner.
When you go this fall, you're gonna love it. Your kids are gonna love it. Your kids are gonna love it.
We'll see.
It's great. So beach club is my number 1 to start off the month. How about
Awesome. Okay, I want to check something really
you? Okay.
quick.
Sweet. That's fierce. That's fierce, bro. All right, so yeah, we'll start right after I ask you. So what about yours?
Yeah. Well, let's see here. Now, if I were to do a resort when I first got there.
I mean, technically you could do a park. You just have to get the Cinderella Dream Suite and Cinderella Castle.
Yeah. So if I had to choose one, I had to choose a resort to start off with. See, my problem with the beach club is like, I want to be there. I don't know. Because I feel like if I was there first, I feel like everything else would just be lackluster to me.
Ooh, that is a good point. That's a good point. But
Because
there
I
are
want my
other
last.
resorts
There are other great resorts.
that have a different degree of Disney magic that you can sort of latch on.
So that's where it's like I feel like my last week there, I feel like I'd want that.
Okay, so finish off strong.
But I agree with you. When going down, you want your first stay, your first hotel to be I'm back.
Yep.
I'm at my place.
Take a breather. You're home.
I like that. But I think I'm gonna have to say no on that one. I think I'm actually gonna go a little bit cray-cray.
Ooh.
And I am gonna choose the Art of Animation.
All right.
I've never been to the Art of Animation.
Okay.
They have those family suite areas.
They do?
I think my kids would love seeing all the pictures and all the stuff there.
Yeah.
So I would have to choose the Art of Animation. Like I said, I've not been there, so I'm not 100% sure. But my wife, my sister-in-law, and my mother-in-law have went there when they went on a girls' trip, and they said they loved it. They would definitely go back.
I mean, just the enormity of that campus. Like, you have some iconic characters there. You have like Simba on Pride of Rock. You got Dory like by the swimming pool. It's like, it's really cool. It's like you're stepping into the pages of those features.
And I think, I mean, there's just a bunch of different little pools and stuff like that. So I think I would have to do Art of Animation. Start off, I don't want to say low end, but I would say I want to start off somewhere where it's just
something new and a nice slow build up, right?
Yes. Yeah, I'd want to go somewhere new to start off with.
Like
just because it's like, I know we're going to be here for a month. So let's just start off somewhere fun, new. Let's get some, let's try something. We're here for a month.
Yeah.
So that's my thing. That's my thing.
Yeah. I've been to the Art of Animation once. I didn't stay there. We were doing a fun like Disney Skyliner, just like cool down in the middle of the day. And they happen to have an Art of Animation class. Okay. So it was like right off, like an offshoot of the lobby. Because my family has been dying to try to find some animation classes since the animation courtyard at Disney's Hollywood Studios was overhauled into Star Wars Launch Bay. So we're like, where can we go? Because we love doing that. It was okay, didn't have like that,
intensity and like that depth.
Yeah, but still, it was fun. But yeah, I think that's a good resort to put on your list.
Yep. Okay, you're number 2.
Number 2. So for me, I would like to.
Once again, this is very interesting because you're coming from somebody who's engaged. You have somebody else to consider.
Right.
But you guys still don't have kids yet.
Right.
So you guys are a young couple.
Right.
That have a lot more like lot less things to consider.
We're going to Aulani. No, I'm just kidding. That's the Disney Hawaii
DVC
resort. Yeah, out on the main island.
Stephanie wants to go to Aulani.
That would be fun. I mean, not gonna lie, I would too. But for the parameters of this scenario, I'm gonna stay within Walt Disney World. I'm going to get a little bit farther away from the parks.
Uh-oh.
We're doing Animal Kingdom Lodge.
Whoa!
Yep, AK Lodge.
Darn it, I totally forgot about that one. Darn it.
A little screwball thrown in there, or curveball.
Well, that just jacked up my list.
I know, your eyes just went wide, like, oh my gosh, now I gotta,
Darn.
I gotta move things around now. But I think that would be such a fun stay for week 2 because it's gonna be a little bit outside of property, still within like the Disney confines, but not like right by a Disney park. You get to, for me, I would splurge a little bit, get a nice room but with a balcony to where you can see animals. Mm-hmm. And Allison,
don't feed the animals. No,
exactly.
That's a no bueno.
Only look and stare in awe. And like Allison loves animals, so I'm like, that'd be a really cool thing to do. Like we can wake up and we can see a giraffe right outside of our balcony. I think it'd be pretty sick.
So I have to go on a safari with you guys, and I could easily make it look like an animal attacked Allison. And we're like, dude, she loved animals.
I'm giving him ideas.
It's like, dude, she likes animals. I told her not to touch the tiger. It would maul her face. Chris, her head was macheted off. Well, just imagine a tiger did that.
Yeah, steer it in the direction.
Yeah.
Steer it. No, but like Animal Kingdom Lodge,
I really don't hate Allison.
I know that's why I'm letting this slide here, because I know that Chris is he's just having fun.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I like harassing her, but I like harassing everybody.
That is true. Even me.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Animal Kingdom Lodge, you have two main houses. You have like the Jumbo House and then Kidani.
Yep.
Not only like is it one of the more new resorts, they have phenomenal restaurants.
Oh, that's it. They have two of like the best reviewed restaurants.
Jico and Sanaa.
Yes.
And Allison and I are going in June.
We
have reservations for Sanaa.
They actually have cooking classes there
They
too.
They do, yeah. And I really want to do that as well.
I would love to do that.
So hopefully when we're in that area, or we can just go there one day.
Dude, I would love to learn how to use some African types of cooking.
Yeah, just add to your repertoire.
No, don't get me wrong. I don't know if I would like African spice, because some African spice is insane.
Yeah, and for me, like, I basically just dip my toe into it with Sanaa. But I mean, I loved what I had there.
Don't do that. Keep your shoes on when you're at the restaurant.
Yeah, I know. I got
no toes in the food.
This was before COVID, but still, I got a lot of weird looks.
Yeah, you think?
Yeah. But my shoes smelled like poached chicken.
You just have the weirdest visual of you sitting at a table like that.
Excuse me?
I think Allison would get up and walk away.
No, she would use force. Like, put your foot away.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, yeah. So, Animal Kingdom Lodge is going to be week 2 for me.
Frick on a stick, dude.
Yep. Hide it like that.
Darn it.
Okay, week 2 for you, Chris.
I'm going to go with the Polynesian.
Ooh.
Polynesian resort. Just because like that, you know, Pacific Island feel. You know, you're right across. You're just a boat right away from Magic Kingdom.
In this scenario, sorry for interrupting you, would this be a bungalow?
I like how you say sorry, and I never say sorry.
I know.
So, Greg's, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Can I interrupt? And then there's me like, hey, shut up. My turn to talk again.
Yep.
So what were you saying?
That's just our relationship.
Stephanie hates that, by the way. She's like, Chris, you need to shut up and let Greg talk. And I'm like, okay, fine, I'll get better at it. Never.
You're just saying that to just move on.
Never get better.
So would it be a bungalow, or would it be more of
No. I don't think I'd ever want to do a bungalow.
Okay.
Even though it's nice to have its own little jacuzzi. One, that is a buttload of money. That's like $10,000 a night.
Yeah, it's
to
like,
stay in a bungalow.
Do you really want that?
$10,000. You know how many Disney trips you could do?
For just one night.
One night. So think about that. If you go there for 7 days, it's like you could buy a good chunk of points with $70,000.
Yep. A really nice car too. That you keep on for decades.
We're talking about Disney.
I know, but still.
DVC points.
DVC points. You're right.
$70,000.
That's a good contract.
That gets you a good contract.
That's a great contract. Okay. So Poly.
I would do regular room, because I feel like if I got the bungalow, besides being expensive, people would be walking by on the walkway, and then boats would always be going, and I don't want to hear that right away in the morning.
Fair point.
But it has Ohana, which dinner, breakfast, lunch, you can always get there.
Tongue and toast.
They have some fun shopping there.
Favorite.
There's like it's really cool in there, and you can take lots of pictures.
And it was one of the first resorts in Walt Disney World. So
I think it was the second
after Contemporary.
After the Contemporary, I think it was the second. Yeah.
Yep.
And then, but I just like the feel of it, and I think it would be really cool. And I think my kids would love the aesthetic of it.
Yeah, man.
So I would do number 2 would be the Poly.
Very nice.
The Polynesian. Okay, Greg.
All right.
Tres. Just say it, man. I know what you want to say.
I'm
just
back
say it.
and forth.
No, I know what you want to say. Just do it.
I don't know if I should.
You should. I know which one you're gonna say.
I don't know if I should. I
know what he's gonna say. I know it.
I'm gonna go back to a park resort, but not in the Epcot resort area like Beach Club. I'm doing Magic Kingdom. I'm gonna do Bay Lake.
I knew it.
Yep.
I did it.
I did.
I freaking knew it.
Yeah, so Bay Lake is the DVC part of like the Contemporary. It's connected with a skywalk, which is pretty cool, and it's walking distance to Magic Kingdom. Now, over the past couple years, my family, we solely rent a car now. Whenever we go from our hotel to the parks, because it's on our own time, we don't have to worry about that stress of like missing buses or boats or things like that. So the Bay Lake is a huge benefit to me because you can walk to Magic Kingdom. 5 minutes from the lobby to the gates, you're there. Okay, instead of going to the ticket and transportation center, choosing a monorail or that big ferry. I mean, don't get me wrong, those are fun experiences.
I would say those are fun.
But when you're trying to get there, like for a rope drop, or you're trying to get ahead of some people, it gets a little stressful, especially when it's super hot out.
Yeah.
So right there, that's a great benefit. Bay Lake. Now, I'm in my late 20s. I do dig the modern style that they have. It's really cool. It's really sleek.
Very sleek. It's all about shapes, like right angles.
Yes.
Perfect circles.
And they do a great job at putting Disney characters into their decor without it being like it's slap
subtle,
your face.
very subtle.
It's very subtle, so you have to like take a minute to look at it. But
I would say almost in the same sense as the Disney Cruise Line.
Yes. Oh, for sure. Yeah. They do such a great job with it. Not only can you see Magic Kingdom from there, so you have a great area to watch the fireworks at night, but you have California Grill up top, and that's one of my bucket list restaurants.
You got to do their brunch. I hear their brunch is really, really good.
Okay.
Watch the Tim Tracker. The Tim Tracker did an episode where they went there for brunch.
I watch him. He's great. Okay, yeah.
It was really good.
He's great.
Me and my wife were like, I'd rather do the brunch than do the main dinner.
Cool. Okay. And I'm all about brunch. I love brunching. So
I'm all about that.
Yeah. So Bay Lake, week 3, after we had a chance to say hi to the animals, we're back. We're back into a park resort. Okay, what about you? Passing it off. Here you go.
For my number 3, I'm gonna have to do Animal Kingdom Lodge. Greg, you convinced me. So, I think my kids would love it. I think they once again would love the aesthetic of the Animal Kingdom Lodge, the food, like the different things that we can do, the shopping.
The resort is huge.
It's huge.
They have so many activities. There was this one activity that I love doing, and when I go back, I want to do it. They have these drumming nights to where they take bongos, and you have people who are from the certain countries who are like, that's their lifeblood. You know, like they love doing it. It's a part of their community. It's part of their culture. And I learned so much. It was so much fun drumming with them. Yeah. And, you know, we started getting into more complex rhythms because I've been a drummer for 14, 15 years. And they're like, do you think you can handle it? And I'm like, oh, I'll give it my best shot. And then we were just drumming like this, and you know, they put like the tape on their fingers. I didn't have tape, so my fingertips were raw by the end, but I had so much fun. We started to attract an audience because like we were like going off doing little fills, little pitter patters. It was phenomenal. So
gotta love it.
Yeah.
This guy has talents.
I try.
I don't. Yeah, I think my kids would love it. I mean, we went to the Kalahari this past December, and my kids loved it.
I have never been to the Kalahari until Allison took me about 3 weeks ago.
What do you think of it?
I liked it, but like when your mindset for water parks is Typhoon Lagoon and Blizzard Beach is a little bit of like, okay, it's indoors, a little constrained, but like, come on, it's Wisconsin.
Yeah, but you're comparing an outdoor to an indoor. That's not a fair comparison.
I know, but still, I'm like water park. I still had a fun time, and there were some rides that like Disney parks don't have. My favorite one was that flow rider, like that simulating surfing one.
Yep.
I love doing that because it was more of a challenge to me. Like, oh, I want to get up, I want to do some tricks.
But I like that the arcade area is really cool. Oh, and they have bowling up on the top level.
Was that Tomfoolery's?
Yeah, Tomfoolery Island. Yeah. So my kids love that.
Cool.
But I think they would like the aesthetic of Animal Kingdom, and they would love to see the animals. If we get a hotel that has that animal section, they would love it.
Even at night. So let's say you get a reservation for Sanaa, you get there a little early. Right outside the door, you walk into this little like observation area.
Yeah.
They give you night vision goggles so you can see the animals at night. Blew my mind the first time that we found this out. It was off the hook.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So that'd be mine. My number 3 would have to be Animal Kingdom Lodge.
Yeah. Awesome. Now for my number 4. So the 4th week, we're rounding up our month. I'm a little sad, so I want to feel that home sense again. I don't want to say I want to go back to Beach Club because like that's a little not fair because like, okay, a different resort. So I don't want to repeat. Mm-hmm. Okay, so I'm not going to say Beach Club for my 4th. I'm going to instead say Saratoga Springs.
Interesting.
Right? I know. I never thought. I mean,
Have you been there?
I have. I've stayed there a few times, and it's really close to Disney Springs. And I think that Disney Springs has done a great job at like renovating itself, making it more hip hop. Like they have some great restaurants there, great stores, as well as they still make it as Disney as possible for it just being just like a strip mall area where people from the not in the resorts can come. Like you can just come off the street if you want
And just chill.
yeah. So I love being able to just walk there, or if you want to ferry boat it, have a cool experience there. There is a hot air balloon right there. Don't want to get any ideas, but maybe.
That sounded like an idea.
Yeah, it was definitely an idea. But yeah, you'd be surprised at how sprawling the Saratoga Springs
Dude, it's
campus
freaking
is.
huge.
There are like 5 bus stops inside
we
Saratoga
stayed.
Springs.
Oh yeah, we stayed at Saratoga.
It's insane.
It is freaking. It is. It's like its own like village.
Yeah, because like if you're all the way like let's say near the Disney Springs entrance, you have to take a car to go to like the grocery store there or like the marketplace.
Like yeah,
me and my
father-in-law like we'd wake up and we'd want to get coffee. It was like a 10-minute walk to get coffee, and I'm like, should I just get coffee at the park?
You're right. I know it's like
That was tough. But yeah, I mean, Saratoga's. I mean, it's still very nice.
Oh, it's great. Yeah, I love the theming. It's like New York, all that stuff, like horse racing.
Maybe I'm
turn
thinking of the wrong
century.
thing. What am I thinking of?
Old Key West, maybe?
No, I'm thinking of the wrong thing now.
What are you thinking of then?
It's like all
big
like
sprawling-
it's like Caribbean.
Caribbean Beach?
Is it Caribbean Beach? It might have been Caribbean Beach. I don't know.
Okay, well, still that is sprawling, but like Saratoga Springs is like even bigger than that.
Yeah.
If you can, it's like it's right next to the Treehouse Villas and Old Key West along that road. So it's a little bit. It's not a park resort. It's if
Just
anything,
itself.
yeah, it's like closer to Blizzard Beach and Typhoon Lagoon than the actual parks. But I think another reason why I like it is because my family has had a car, so like we could just drive to the parks whenever we see fit. So Saratoga Springs is great. They have one of my favorite salads there. It's the Sarasota's in Florida, so Saratoga. The Saratoga chicken salad. It's great. You got a bed of greens, you got cubed up chicken, you have pecans, dried cranberries, golden raisins with this amazing like lemon pepper sugary vinaigrette.
Okay.
And it goes so well together. Oh, and then I think they also throw in like candied pecans and walnuts. It is an explosion of flavor, and you definitely have to get it if you go there.
Sounds good.
Yep, it's right at the Artist's Palate.
Artist palates?
Yeah, the Artist's Palate like quick service area restaurant.
Yep.
Yeah. So that'd be my fourth to round it out. Because again, it's more chill, it's more laid back. It's outside of the hustle and bustle of the parks, which I think is a good way to just wind things down and start planning the next month of Disney trips.
Right.
So yeah.
Yeah, my number 4 would have to be the beach club. I want to leave.
I'm glad you put that in.
I want to leave it there because that's my favorite resort. So it's like
great.
I want to leave happy with the resort. Expectations going in, like I know I'm gonna be happy.
It's guaranteed.
Because with my kids, the pool there is great.
Oh, they have the best pool on property.
Yeah, so I
Hands
don't,
down.
and it's like, so I don't have to worry about tons of people there. It has a bunch of fun stuff. And then you have the boardwalk, so there's shopping, there's food. Like they have so much stuff, and then they have like nightly movies and things like that. So my kids could have so much fun with like just the beach club itself. The beach club has a restaurant that's Cape May's.
Cape May.
That's okay.
And Beaches and Cream.
And beaches. Well, that's
Great
at the
ice cream.
boardwalk.
Those not.
Well,
That's
it's
Ample Hills Cream.
Ample Hills.
Yeah, Beaches and Cream has a view of the pool.
Yeah, but that's if you can get in.
Yes, the reservations are tight because it's so popular. I mean, for good reason. They have great ice cream.
But like, there's so much to do on the boardwalk itself.
Right.
That like every single night, me and my kids could go do something, or like or in the morning we could do something, and then we can go swimming, and then there's stuff to do in the hotel. And then the other thing too is it's an 8-minute walk to get into Epcot. So
The
then
dream.
We can go in, we can
Dream.
get some stuff, we can do that, and it's just like, it'd be one of those things where it's like, if I don't want to be in a park that day, there's plenty of stuff to do. Like, there's shopping, food, some activities, swimming, and a nice hotel. But if I want to be in a park, 8-minute walk into a place where I can get food, rides, and everything.
Yeah, and even if you wanted to walk to Hollywood Studios, it's only 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Only
I wouldn't
20.
do that with my kids, but
Right.
it's one of those. It's, to me, that is the resort that has it all.
Yeah.
Even though it's not the Magic Kingdom, but it has, like I said, the boardwalk has a lot of stuff. It has the best swimming pool. It has like the best smell in the resort.
Oh yes. I
and
know.
then it's an 8-minute walk to Epcot, which still has fun rides.
Yep.
And like it has the World Showcase where there's tons of stuff for my kids to look at, tons
That's
of
right.
stuff to play with, and then there's a bunch of food there. So it's like it has everything that I want. And then if I'm at Epcot, just quick take the monorail right over to Magic Kingdom.
So many options.
So that's why I would choose that to be the last resort.
Yeah. Beach Club's great. And for honorable mention, I just want to point out I do want to try the French Riviera.
See, I was going to go different. For my honorable mention, this would be something I'd probably do with my wife
Okay.
without the kids,
All right.
is I would want to try the Grand Floridian.
Okay. Stayed there once. Not my cup of tea.
See,
but hey,
you know, and I think
no hate on the Grand Floridian crowd because I know that
it has nothing to
People
do.
love it.
I know it has nothing to do with the people that stay there or
No.
like the cast members. It's the feel of the resort itself.
It's the feel.
But I would like to stay there once and just try it and be like,
Sure.
okay, like I'm paying a premium for this one. This is the flagship resort.
Right.
How do I like it? And then because like the beach club to me is like one of those places where it's like I can walk with shorts, swim trunks, and
Right.
a tank top and feel perfectly fine.
Yeah.
Like it's just a great. I just go back to why the beach club is the best resort.
I know. We just keep going back to that.
But I would just like to try the Grand Floridian. Now the problem though,
V&A's is there.
I'll say that's the problem is V&A's is there.
You'd
That-
be tempted to
No, because if we go there, I'd be
again.
like, we have to go to V&A's. We're staying in the resort that has V&A's.
It's just up there. Come on.
Yeah. So no, it wouldn't be up there. I'd be like, I need to be right next.
Right next.
to.
I want to smell it when I'm not actually eating there.
Yeah. So that's what I would have to say.
Okay, very nice. Well, I think it was perfect because Beach Club bookends our
Yeah.
dream
Just-
month stay.
Dude, Beach
Start
Club
and
just
end.
has it all, man.
Yeah, you can't go wrong. It's guaranteed. a
I
great time.
would struggle for somebody to tell me a better resort.
Oh, 100%. I completely agree.
For everything that it has to offer.
Yeah.
No, you could say the Yacht Club. I think the Yacht Club, well, because they share pools, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, right.
I would.
It depends on if like you want the villa or like the DVC
Yeah.
experience over just like a
Hotel.
studio hotel.
Yeah. So I mean, at that point, splitting hairs, but I think the Beach Club has the better smell.
100%. Though I think the Yacht Club has slightly better restaurants because you
Yes.
got the Yachtsman, you got Cruise Cup.
Yes.
So-
they are. I think they are better. I think
That's
Kate
the
Mays-
only thing I'll give it.
Kate
to.
Mays
Only thing.
is good for quick. Like you just
Character
like,
dining too, if you want to
character-
see the characters
Yes.
in their little 1910, swimsuits.
So I think it's.
So-
I think it's okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that section of resorts is like
Primo.
the best.
Yep, hands down. I mean, of course, I'll listen to your thoughts on other ones that might take the top spot, but you're gonna have to bring your A game here.
No, I mean that's.
Beach Club's the best.
that's totally fine. I mean, we're definitely. We're always willing to listen to your wrong opinions. That's totally fine.
Hey, yeah, you know what? That's what we do. We're just open.
So, all right, you guys, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe down below. Make sure you let people know about the podcast, the YouTube channel. It helps us grow. I know, once again, thank you so much for being so understanding with not being able to put out as many episodes as we would love to do. It's just, I want to go back to school. I want to, get an education, do well for my
He's
family.
doing the right thing. But what matters is he's making time for his passion, which is this podcast, My Disney
My
Addiction.
Disney Addiction.
So thanks again, guys. It was great getting back. It felt good.
This guy engaged now.
I can't believe it. I'm so lucky. She's the best. And with that, this is your only place to get your Disney fix. So we'll see you next time.
Peace. I like that episode a lot.
Yeah, me too. That was great.